Hey YouTube, I have 1976 pretty cool penny here, and what's interesting about this penny is on the date. If I can get a little closer here, see if you see I'm going to do a comparison, but on the 9 and the 6, the inner circles are actually larger than the other circles. On top of that, the date looks to be a little bit more thinner. Like I said, I'm going to do a comparison with the 5 different 1976 coins, pennies, and let you all see the difference for yourself, and tell me what you think. But definitely a difference. Did maybe 15 or 20, and there is a difference in the inner 9 and 6 on I'll just have to pinpoint it. I'll have to get a little closer. See if I can't get some light. There's some light. Shine some light on it. As you can see, the 6 is bigger. I can't really zoom in too much here. Oh, my bad on that. You can see the 9 and the 6. The 6 over here to the left is a lot thinner, a little bit thinner than the 1. And again, I did the 9 is actually a little bit have more of a circle in it than it does to the one on the right. So but the one to the left, the 6, for some reason it's thinner than all the other 6s, and it has a bigger circle hole in the middle. So definitely let everybody compare, share some wisdom on it. But the top one, to me, is definitely going to be different in some way. I don't know if it has to do with the curl of the 9. The 9's almost look the same, but that 6 has a wider gap and it's thinner. Like I said, I've checked 20 or 30 different pennies for the 1976, and I still can't find the penny to come out with the wider. As far as the 9 goes, some people might think there isn't a difference here, but if you put it under the magnifying glass that I have, you can clearly see that there is a bigger gap in the 6. I can't really between the 6s. If I put the 6s together, let's see here, something like that. Let's see if anybody can see the difference here. Like I said, I'll probably have to zoom in, but you can clearly see the 6 on the left side here. It has more of an open where it's thick at. It's like that on a lot of them. This date, for some reason, is thinner than a lot, so let's try a different 1976 penny. Let's see what we got here. Try to compare dates again. So this is a different one, but as you can see, this 6 still on the left at the bottom base is still gonna be a little bit bigger than the one to the right. So it's not a significant big difference, but in the 9, the one to the left seems to have a nice even straight up curl with it, as to the other 9 has a bend to the top where this one's more straight. So, and like again, let's see about the 6, push it a little closer. Compare the 6s. Again, I believe the 6 that's on the left is going to be having the bigger circle in it, and the thinner, definitely thinner. So if we look back at a distance on both these coins, let's see here if I can, well, really be hard to do it that way. Let's put the one that we know at the top. They look pretty similar, guys, but again, I think the one on the top is still going to have the bigger, more circular looking 6. So that's where I'm at on it. Again, I did this with about 19-20 pennies on the 1976, and my phone really doesn't have good zoom, but if I had better zoom, I would be able to really show you guys the big difference when you zoom this in up close, how big of a difference that 6 actually really is. As far as the 9 goes, let's see if I can't, as far as the 9, it's hard to really tell, but that 9 is a little bit bigger on the top one, and the 6 is actually bigger as well. Again, I've found this penny today and just started looking at it, but if you clearly see the 9 at the bottom, how it curls early going up versus the one that has a longer stretch on it, I believe the 9 at the top is closer to the 7, or not closer to the 7, but has a better curl to it, and the 6 is definitely a little different than the bottom 6, but again, it's my opinion. Just wanted to share this with everybody. Can't even freaking talk, and I can't do this right now with this, man.